What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Life and TV. I am Poetry. You are here for a very, very late Greenleaf recap and review or thoughts on the last episode, however you want to call it. It may not even be no full recap, y'all, because one, this aired so many moons ago. My glasses has a speck on them that I cannot figure out how to get clean. This aired so many moons ago that I can't remember everything that happened. I didn't even take notes the night that I did watch it, because my intention was to just start recording that doggone night, and it didn't happen. What the heck is on my glasses? I get some moisture. Yeah, I got my velveteen rag here. But so I'm finna go off the dome. And I'm just gonna talk about something, right? It's something in my eyes. What the hell? Like I have like a glare. Is it something on my eyelids? I mean, my eyelashes. I know this ain't what y'all here for. Let's try this again with the glasses. This something don't seem right. I don't know where my cleaning towel is at. But yeah, I was not happy with that finale, y'all. What the hell was that? I was not happy with that finale. It started off good. And then as time went on, you saw that there were so many things that was going to be left unanswered. So many necessary components that was going to be left unanswered. If y'all here watching this with me right now, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. Y'all know I've been going through, and but we're gonna see which way you going, sir. We're gonna see what all I can recall from this episode. I want to first start off saying, before I even get any further into it, Greenleaf, although some of the storylines fell off here and there, don't back the hell up out that goddamn driveway. Oh, y'all feel grass because you ain't even in the driveway. Some of the storylines fell off here and there. Some of the people were just irritable to me. Overall, this was a good damn show, and it's going to be a show that's going to be missed. If y'all watched the season finale, y'all know by now that they have this new show coming out called Delilah on OWN. Delilah is not the spinoff of Greenleaf, as a lot of people thought. I know a lot of y'all know this by now. Delilah is not the spinoff. But since Craig Wright wrote, or Greenleaf was Craig Wright's baby, so Delilah is his new second child. You know what I'm saying? So they got good hopes that he gonna do just as well with Delilah as he did with Greenleaf. I got the hiccups. What the fuck? I'm gonna give it a chance. Hold on. Okay, had to hold your breath for 10 seconds so you get rid of the hiccups. You gotta hold it in your lungs. So I'm gonna give it a chance to see what Delilah does for me. Y'all know I'm not a religious person per se, so it's not that I'm going to look for shows that are religious based. It's just that this show was just very well. It was good. Damn it, it was just good. But the thing that made Greenleaf so good for me was the actors. Lamont Rucker, he played the good dumb son. Is it Gregory Allen? I can't think of what his last name is. He played Uncle Mac. I hated Uncle Mac, y'all. Hated him. And for you to draw that much emotion from me towards a character, you are doing your damn job. Sir, you did the damn thing. I'm telling you, there is not another role that he has been in since playing this character Mac on Greenleaf that I have looked at that character and saw that character. I instantly look at that character and see Mac, Uncle Mac. And I loathe him for it. That's a good damn actor. To have somebody, carry emotions like that for a fictional character. You did a damn good job, sir. You did a damn good job, sir. Keith David. Baby. As the bishop, Merle Dandridge. Baby. As Grace. And y'all all know Lynn Whitfield put her stamp on Lady Mae. Oh my gosh, she took that role to such new heights. Whoever was writing her character and writing her lines, cool motherfucking doors to you. You are the shiznit. Between you and Lynn Whitfield, y'all brought that character so much life. So much life. Oh my goodness. After 5 years, I am very saddened that this show is off the air. Y'all know I didn't watch season 1. And I didn't even go back and watch season 1. Because when they started off season 2, they kind of gave me a play-by-play of what happened. Jason Dearden as Basie Skanks. LaToya Luckett as Rochelle Cross. Now, y'all see I ain't naming everybody. Because I would be a lie to. I would be a lie to say that I enjoyed some of these actors and actresses in their roles. I will be a lie. And I'm not going to lie to y'all today. But let me tell y'all. Okay, so when we start this episode off, the last episode, Bishop was taking his final breaths. We all knew he was gone. We knew it. But they started this episode off with Lady Mae is laying there on his cold body. I don't even know his body was cold yet. It might have been still warm. Laying there on his body. Right. The rest of the house still going on about their daily duties as they normally would. And Lady Mae gets up and she makes that long walk down the hallway to Grace. To tell Grace that her daddy gone. Now, Grace getting a phone call from some reporter in New York offering her a job, because remember, Grace used to be a journalist. And like I said, I started putting 2 and 2 together again. I was like, this is where the spinoff is going. Grace, Sophia, and Zora are going to New York. And they're going to pick up somewhere there. Just when Zora mentioned, we should be on the TV show, something like that. That kind of put me in mind of this is where the spinoff is going. We could be wrong. I could be wrong. But that's what I was thinking. They're going to show Grace in New York. However, they are somehow Lady Mae is still going to tie into it some kind of way. Because you can't get rid of Lady Mae. You just can't. You can't get rid of Lady Mae. But somehow all that's going to tie in. What I would have hoped from this episode, when Lady Mae got up, she laid there next to her husband on his dead body. I remember that. I remember doing it with my great grandmother. I remember doing it with my Aunt Barbara. They were on their last breaths, and I just laid there and put my head on their chest for a little bit. Just that last bit of connection, that last soul-to-soul touch, that's the last spirit-filled moment that you wanted to give them. It's like you wanted to carry something from them with you. You wanted to absorb their energy. That's how, yeah. So that scene, that was heart freaking wrenching to me, right? So, the Lady Mae, she starts to make that long walk down the hallway. Now, as a writer, speaking of writing, that box back there, baby, those are books. Those are my author copies of the book, so I can see exactly what my product is going to look like. I'm not going to show y'all yet. But anywho, as a writer, what I would have done, Lady Mae would have made that long walk down the hallway to go tell Grace and the rest of the family that Bishop had died. But what I would have done differently while she's making that walk down the hallway, the rest of the show would have went on. The show would have ended with Lady Mae telling the rest of the family that Bishop had died. That's how it would have ended. So as she's walking that green mile, everything else would have been playing out. Grace would have still been going on about her day, like as if it happened yesterday or the day before, you know what I'm saying? Or she still don't know yet, because Lady Mae has been laying in that room in that bed for all day long, and she finally got the nerve to get up and go tell the rest of the family what's going on. Okay, so, but that ain't what happened. But that's how I would have did it. Okay, that ain't what happened. She comes down and she tells Grace that Bishop is gone. All right, and then the next thing we see is the whole family in the room, all laying around his body as well. Why no one heard the screams? I'm finna nitpick her. Why no one heard her screaming? Bishop, 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 Bishop. When Grace screamed about AJ, trying to off himself in the bathroom, they came. Okay. So why nobody heard the screams? I didn't understand that. Everybody was still going on about their little day, their little way. So that right there, okay, I'm at my turn. And she about to fall asleep at the wheel. Lord Jesus, help her. So I was disturbed by that point. They all laid around. Nobody really said nothing. Nobody really showed extreme emotion. It was like a silent pain that everybody was holding, right? Then we go to the funeral. There was no Kevin. I didn't understand. You had Carissa asked her, but there was no Kevin. I do not see Kevin not showing up for the bishop's death. Aaron wasn't there. Grace's brother, a part of the family, did not show up. But Carissa was there. The one who just took my family through high water and hell. She was there. But Aaron wasn't there. Kevin wasn't there. Winky wasn't there. The son wasn't there. I didn't understand all that. You know what I'm saying? And nobody from the church, not one person, not even Korean, nobody. Now, I understand wanting to have a private affair. I could understand that wholeheartedly. But Bishop was a man that was well loved by many. Many. The hell both of y'all sitting there for? Well loved by many. So it made no sense to me that none of the church members, Carlton, didn't even try to stand up and be there for his best friend, Charity. I just... Nobody came to hum a ditty. I did not understand. Oh, was Noah there? I think Noah was there. I don't remember, but I think Noah was there. So, and then the funeral was again a silent pain, silent. You can't really talk about how people grieve, but I thought it was just too unrealistic that not a single person in that family had a real breakdown. I understand. I had some people try to tell me it's because they had true faith in God and they knew that he's gone on to green the pastures, and it's still unrealistic for every single person in that family to not have a true breakdown. And I understand Lady Mae was trying to hold it together. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even want to speak his name because she figured that she was gonna fall apart. I understood that part. I understood. But nobody, all of the kids, nobody had a true general breakdown. You know who I thought would have had a breakdown since the family was trying to be so strong? Marisol, the maid. I thought she would have had the most natural breakdown. Because she didn't go to church with them. She didn't attend service with them. She wasn't of the same level of faith as they were. But she was so much part of that family. I thought she would have had a real breakdown. Nobody had a real breakdown. Everybody at church was like, sorry for your loss, man. But hey, can you come preach for us? You would do us an honor. Like, what the fuck, right? I just didn't get it. There was no repast. There was no cornbread, no macaroni and cheese. Nobody was bringing over no fresh cobblers, putting on the porch, casserole dishes, bringing by food. None of that. That didn't make sense to me at all. That was unrealistic. Why are you hitting your brakes, motherfucker? It was unrealistic to me, y'all. Just totally freaking unrealistic. So, I was very disappointed in how they did Bishop's death for me. I needed a funeral. I needed a tear or two. So I needed one person to be bawling. I need somebody to say, not my daddy. I wanted somebody to be almost climbing over into the grave or breaking down at the grave site. I needed more for Bishop. Bishop deserved more, in my opinion. But it was business as usual, which did not make sense to me. The one person who even came out of silence to say something was AJ. How he was so connected to somebody he never even knew, and he never realized how much this would impact him. Now let me speak on AJ for a moment. 7 days ago, no, 14, because black people, we wait a whole week after the person died before we had a funeral. 14 days ago, he tried to kill himself on the third day. On the third day, AJ tried to kill himself. He was so emotionally broke down, so emotionally rocked that he tried to take his own life. He, dealing with his HIV status, which he has not been able to truly confront in all this time, right? He gets out of the hospital 2 days later. Bishop offers him a car. He gets to go home with daddy. He goes into therapy. He's been in therapy a good 10 days. A good 3 days once Bishop died. He had been in therapy. And he miraculously healed. He's been miraculously saved by the blood. He didn't really want to go to church. He wasn't really talking about God. And I know Bishop was trying to instill in him the idea of God and the promise of God and what it means to have faith. But let me tell you, congregation, because I'm in the wayward congregation. I already know. Let me tell you, people that are suffering from that type of mental breakdown, for me, and I think most people out here, it is unbelievable that within a 3-day period, he went from I want to end my damn life, that I can't deal with this disease that I have, to now all of a sudden just turning it over to God. With the one person that you started to connect with, the one person you started to connect with was just taken away from you. Now understand, turning your life over to God. And you can do that in a moment's notice. You can do that in a blink of an eye. You can wake up the next morning. You can feel like this is where I need to be. I need to walk with Jesus. I understand that. But the average person with that type of mental state, and they are just being freshly introduced to the Lord. They haven't really walked with him long. They haven't even walked with him at all. They just looking at him from across the street. The one person who is trying to bring you into the fold, trying to make you understand God's love, dies. I'm sorry, that does not make you run to God. That makes you question God even further. Let's just be honest. That makes you question him even further. Like when Chadwick Boseman died last week, there were so many people out here questioning God, like why he had to die? Why this man? Why this man here? And they didn't even know him. You know, this is AJ's granddaddy, who he just starting to make a bond with. Only 2 days in, making a bond with, dies. And you think that that's going to make him run to God and want to turn his life over to God? That was one of the most beautiful moments in the whole episode, is when he walked up there doing benediction and gave his life to Christ. That was a beautiful moment when the family all surrounded him with love and everything. I'm not going to take away from that moment, but it was unrealistic. Let's just be honest. If y'all sitting here trying to tell me, oh, that happens all the time, you a liar. You a liar. And the truth ain't in you. You a liar and the truth ain't in you. I'm not finna just try to kill myself 3 days ago. Go through 3 days worth of care, of therapy. Talk to my granddaddy 2 days. He offered me a car. And all of a sudden, now I'm just all a newborn child in Christ because of his death. No. That's going to push me away from it. It's going to make me question it more. Let's just be honest. So, but basically, but one of the other things that got me the most is Lady Mae. Lady Mae got that phone call from Misty saying, we want you to come speak at the church. Lady Mae's grief turned to happiness in a split second. Just as fast as AJ turned his life over to Christ. That's how fast Lady Mae grief turned into happiness. Just that quick. It was no more about mourning Bishop, which she said she was fighting so hard to fight back the tears, that she didn't want to even feel it because she was going to explode. It was about moving forward and getting what she always wanted in the first place, and that was to be the leader of that church. That's all it was about. As soon as they said, can you come speak this Sunday? No, we don't want you to be the pastor. We just want you to come speak. She was like, really? You know what I'm saying? Tears dried up that fast. I was so disappointed in that. And then the whole episode took the focus off of Bishop and went to Lady Mae. Now, Lady Mae, she gave a god doggone sermon, baby. I'm telling you that, though. I can't even deny that either. She gave a sermon. Her new day, a new horizon, new way. Lady Mae gave a sermon. I'm gonna give you. I've always said Lady Mae was the one who could preach, compared to Grace. I don't even know why they kept trying to make Grace, because Grace's sermons be so doggone drab to me. But yeah, Lady Mae, she said a word. She said a word. I'm gonna give her that. However, the whole transition to my husband just died. Oh, I get to stand in front of a church and preach. I cannot. It pissed me the hell off. Bishop deserves so much more than that, I believe. Did y'all already know how I feel about the H&H thing? I think I talked about that before. H&H, the whole way that H&H got busted out, you know. I just thought that was unrealistic as well, too. There was no reason for Bob Whitmore to walk away from Hope and Harmony as an organization. He had over 100 churches nationwide. I could see him walking away from Calvary and letting that shit go because it didn't serve him any longer. You know, his gig was up. You know what I'm saying? His Senate run in Memphis was done. We still never got any explanation of why he chose Memphis specifically. It would have made more sense if he was the caretaker and had some deep connections to Miss Davis. In order for it, that made no damn sense why he chose Memphis and chose Calvary out of all the churches that he has been trying to take over. Why that one was so special? We never got an explanation for that. Never, and it upset me. And from what they say, what he was doing was criminal, and he just got to walk away. Really? Okay. I didn't understand that at all. The young boy that showed up in the cemetery, my Twitter peeps, they telling me that he was an angel. That he was an angel in flesh. And he was the angel that was there to save AJ from himself. That's why he looked like him, walked like him, talked like him, stole the same drugs that he stole, broke into different pharmacies. You know, he was covering AJ's ass as his guardian angel. That's what people try to tell me. I don't believe that bullshit for nothing. And I believe in spirits and angels and all that, but no, I don't believe this one. You can't make me believe it. They did not have an explanation for who this young man was. This man just appeared on the Greenleaf estate, y'all. A guarded property. 15 acres of land. No, 20. Because remember, they was going to give Rochelle and them 10 acres. Remember that? They was going to give them at least 10 acres. They still was going to have at least 10 left them damn selves. He somehow appeared on here, knew all about faith, knew all about grace, just talking. And then somehow he was the one who was going around shooting up, killing up everything, even though they caught AJ with his fingerprints in the pharmacy. They had his fingerprints there. But somehow this young man, who we got no further explanation for, when I say who is he, people are like, oh, he the one that died, he the one that was doing all the robbing. He was not the one doing all the robbing. AJ had already admitted that he was the one who was doing it. That's why AJ was feeling so guilty. That's why AJ wanted to take his own life, because this other person just got killed for some crimes that he has committed. That's why the guilt was eating AJ the fuck up. But I digress. And we gonna move on. So, I mean, the Zora running off to New York to be a fashion designer, go to fashion school. Who cares? Sophia, I don't know which way I want to go. My titty pics all over the internet. Because who cares? That's who should have came back to God. It was her. I mean, we saw her reading the Bible. But she the one that was like really, embedded into the word. And walking in faith and, empowering to prosper. That's who should have came back to her. But no, that didn't happen. Mavis, petty as a motherfucker. Mavis, petty. She didn't even bother to show up to her sister's husband's wedding. I don't think she showed up to Mac's funeral either. Or her daddy's. She came to her daddy's. One of the two. She came to her daddy's or something like that. I don't remember. I forgot what the whole little blow up was. But Mavis is petty as fuck. That was just Oprah's way of not coming back onto the show. The whole situation with Rochelle and them, Rochelle wanted to kill Bishop over her daddy's death. Come to find out that the Miss Davis is their grandmama. Nobody had any type of nobody wanted to do any deep internal investigation, find out what they are rightfully owed. They didn't want to even learn about who their grandmother was. They was just like, okay, that was my grandmother. They walked the fuck on, walked the fuck away. I'm just trying to figure out why Bishop said he would have known. Bishop was like, I should have known. I should have connected the dots when Daryl James died in that fire, and she decided to give me that church. I should have pieced the piece stuff together. Why would you have known, Bishop? You claim you didn't even know this lady. Why would you have known that was Daryl James' mama? And why would you have known that she had some connection to him? He was an employee at the church. Why would you have known that? Well, Bishop said he knew all along. He just didn't want to say nothing. He tried to turn a blind eye. Everything was put back on Mac, a dead man. It seems that, Jacob and Tyra, they have like a attraction to each other. What happened to Tasha Skanks, Jacob? You so flip-floppity? I thought you wanted Tasha. And I know damn well that was Jacob's baby. I'm so mad that they didn't bring that baby situation back up. Alexis's child is Jacob's baby. I could have sworn at the end when Jacob was looking through the pictures and Zora came in and said he was looking at pictures of Winky. That looked like Alexis's baby he was looking at. That's what that looked like. Like he was on her Instagram and he was looking at Alexis's baby. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But basically, Calvary, the next day, they was back together. The board done decided to vote out H&H. Y'all couldn't vote out H&H before, and all of a sudden y'all can vote them out now, huh? They don't make no sense to me either. I guess since you know, what's her name? Judy. No Booty Judy and Phil wasn't there. They couldn't put in the vote, so they was outnumbered. So they was able to vote H&H out. That's what they did. They voted them out after Bob Whitaker had already stepped down, so there was no need to vote them out. But okay, so they got voted out, right? And now Calvary is back. All the shit that they threw away in the storage bins and all that is back. Even all the Bishop's stuff that was thrown away, remember, and removed, all that stuff is back in the office, looking like it had never left. Lady May's temporary quarters as she's going to preach. Y'all, that's it. I can't even talk about it no more. That's it. I'm at work. That's why I can't talk about it no more. Y'all have a good day. Thank God for watching. Thank God for being here. This has been the Greenleaf update that I should have posted a long time ago. Peace.